What is going on, guys? This is Rico here of Dream Chasers, and if you're watching this, chances are you're probably on my team, and if you're not, then that's awesome. I'm here to help. So what we're doing here today is pretty much a quick tutorial on how to use the Facebook Blaster Pro. I'm going to keep it real simple, guys, because this really doesn't take too much to figure out, but some people just need help getting it started off. All right, so here's what we do, guys. What you want to do is obviously load your Facebook Blaster Pro, and once you do that, you want to come over here and put in your Facebook information. Now don't worry, guys, you're not going to see your account. I've been using it for quite some time. I have a lot of people on my team that's using it. Everyone seems to be doing fine. Alright, so put your Facebook information here. We just use this as a login tool, and before you actually log in, what we're going to do is save it. We're going to save it here so that when you do come back to load your Blaster Pro, you don't have to always put your information in. It'll be saved right here. So we just put save as new, and that's it, guys. Alright, so then you're going to log in. Pretty simple. Bam. Alright, you can see it's doing it over here. And now that we're logged in, what I'm going to show you today is two methods that I use to build leads or friendships, connections over Facebook. Okay, so the two things that I do is from both suggested friends and from groups. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go over here to gather IDs and set up our gather ID information. So you want to gather from all pages, guys. Make sure you're gathering from all pages, and you don't want to send friend requests. You want to send messages. The reason we're not sending friend requests is because when you send friend requests, guys, you send too many out, you get put in Facebook jail, and that's not too pleasant because you won't be able to add anyone to your friends list. You won't be able to message anyone who's not on your friends list, and you just have a bunch of restrictions that you don't want. It's bad for marketing and just meeting new people in general. Okay, so these are the top settings, and down here the default I believe is 4 seconds, but I have mine on 3. It just speeds things up a little. I don't think you need a full 4 seconds to gather your IDs. So we're just going to move straight on into gathering the IDs. So if you want to do it from suggested friends, say you just started using the Blaster and you want to get some quick results, here we go. You go to friends, you click it over here, and these are all suggested friends. So, I mean, we all use Facebook. We know how the suggested friends area works. So you see, it gathers people based on who your friends are. 118 mutual friends, 89 mutual friends, and it's real simple, guys. Once you get this page going, all you have to do is click gather IDs. Bam. Real simple, real quick. 24 IDs gathered, and what it's going to do now is go to the next page and gather all the IDs from that page. Here we go again, 48. I'm going to let it gather one more time just so that you get how this works, and we're going to stop it. Alright, so you see that we gathered 72 IDs here. From here you would move on to the next step, but we're not going to do that just yet because I am going to show you the next way that I use it. Okay, guys, so we're going to clear this out. Now that you got that, if you have any questions or if you need any help, feel free to contact me. My information is below, and if you got to rewind this video, go ahead and do so. So we're going to dump out all these IDs real quick so I can show you the next thing that you could do. We're going to move on to groups. So that was suggested friend, guys. That's really simple. All you have to do is click friends and gather the IDs. Simple. Friends, gather IDs. Okay, so now we're going to go to groups, and I use groups more because I feel that, you know, if you have suggested friends, they're going to remain your suggested friends for as long as they don't add you. You know, so for as long as they're your suggested friends, they're your suggested friends. So you have a chance of contacting the same people over and over. Blaster does not sort out who you contacted and who you didn't contact already. It just contacts everyone's ID that you gathered. So the reason I use groups is because we can obviously join a bunch of groups. As you see here, I'm a part of many groups, and you know, I can choose a different group every day that I run my Blaster. All right, so let's just say I want to go to bam. Okay, here we go. Admin group, official Facebook MLM network marketing. So I'm going to click the group. I'm going to find whatever group I want. I'm going to click it. And once I get into the group, I'm going to go down to members. Real simple, guys. Real simple. Okay, so now you see that, you know, there's a bunch of members here. And I'll let you know right now, the first couple of pages are going to be people already on your friends list. So what I do is I just sort through. I go down about 3 to 4 pages just to speed up the process, because with your Blaster, as I said, it's set to 3 seconds, so it will spend about 3 seconds on each page. So if you know that these are your friends, just skip it. Go to the next page. So alright, So I know none of these people are my friends. Now whether I contacted them or not is another story. What we're gonna do here is the same thing as the suggested friends, gather the IDs. Now with the groups, it's a little slower. I'm not sure why. I think it's because some people's pages are private, or maybe they just have no affiliation to you, so it skips them. But as you can see, it is refreshing, going to the next page. Now I have 7 IDs. Refresh, goes to the next page. Now I have 9 IDs. So this one's a little slower, but I think it's more effective because you don't run the risk of contacting the same people over and over at random. Okay, guys? So I always run the groups. It's very rare that I run the suggested friends. I probably do it about once a week when I've gathered enough friends that my suggested friends have changed at least a little bit. Okay? So what I do here is real simple. I just let this gather. You know, I probably run it in the morning. I let it gather for, you know, I go to the bathroom, go make some breakfast, take a shower, and when I come back, it's usually at about 150 to 200. Okay, and that's awesome. What we're gonna do after that is I'm gonna stop it. So you press the stop button. We're gonna stop it, and we're gonna save these IDs. Okay, and the reason why we're doing this is so that we can have these IDs instead of coming back to this group and, you know, going all the way down to the 10th page because we have all those friends. We just save the IDs of the people that we didn't contact yet, because when you do contact someone, their ID disappears. So it goes down the list, takes out their ID. Okay, guys? So we're gonna save these IDs. What I usually do is just click the save button, and I save them as blaster IDs. Real simple, guys. So that the next time I open my blaster, I can just open it right here, click blaster IDs, and all my IDs load. Bam. Simple. Okay. So we've got the first part out of the way already. Okay. So I showed you guys how to get to your friends, how to collect the IDs, and how to get to the groups and collect IDs from the groups. Okay. Now what we're going to do is the next portion, we're going to import the IDs to the messenger section. So as we see, we click messenger right here, or you can go up here and click it, but this is just easier. So we click messenger, import. Okay, it's real simple. We clicked import, and from here our IDs are already imported. Now the reason why you would come from the home page straight to the messenger page is if you already have your IDs saved, you don't need to import them. So let's just say I just open, I click blaster IDs, and they all load right here. Okay, guys? So that's simple. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually contact these people now. I'm gonna show you how it looks, but this is just a generic form of what I would say. Okay, you don't want to send anything that looks too spammy, anything that looks like a bot, or, you know, you don't want to copy and paste what other people put as well, because chances are other people are copy and pasting that, guys. So I'm going to show you something here, but don't use exactly what this is, because chances are other people are using this as well. So be creative with your message. Don't send anything too long, guys, because be realistic. If someone sends you a 2-paragraph message, do you really read it? Not really, especially if you don't know the person. Okay, guys? So here we go. Real simple. Hey, and as you can see right here, it says anywhere that you write this right here will be replaced by the recipient's name. Okay, so we're gonna put that right here. And what that does is, say if we're trying to contact Amy over here, it'll say, hey Amy, and then my message. All right, guys, real simple. So hey Amy, add me, let's network. Bam. Now the reason why this is so simple but yet effective is because, you know, you're not adding Amy as a friend, because Amy could deny you and put you in Facebook jail. We don't want that. And you're just very friendly. It's very straight to the point. It's straightforward. Add me, let's network. Okay, chances are they're in these groups, they're probably network marketers or some kind of marketers, affiliate marketers, direct sales. So, you know, chances are they don't know what networking is, and, you know, they'll probably add you and, you know, try to pitch you, you know, whatever they're doing, or you can do the same, vice versa, or whatever. Okay, guys? So it's real simple. All we want to do here is get them to add you. That is key, because what that does is it builds leads. So now they see your Facebook wall. If you guys are active on Facebook and, you know, you're showing that you're a leader and you know what you're doing, they see what you're doing and it might spark interest. Now that they've added you. But if they didn't add you, then, you know, they'd never know. So this is why we use this message, okay, guys? So add me, let's network. Simple. And I'm going to show you how it looks. So it's real simple. Once you put your message in, you just press send. Right here. Bam. And it does the magic right here for you. So you see it goes to my profile. This is whatever his name is, add sales diff. Bam. So you see, I've already used this group, so you see my old message there, but I'm gonna let it run just for just to show you guys how it looks. So it's real simple. It does all this for you. And once again, you can leave your computer idle. This is really putting your business on autopilot, guys. You don't have to sit here and monitor this. You can go wherever you're going. You can do whatever you're doing, and it's really simple. As you can see here, though, as it goes through the IDs, it gets rid of the IDs. Okay, guys? So that's another great thing. Okay, so Adela. Hey, Adela, add me. Let's network. Bam. And her ID disappeared. Ahmed. Hey, Ahmed, add me. Let's network. Bam, and his ID disappeared. It's real simple, guys. I'm sure you get it by now. If you don't, as I said, feel free to contact me. My Facebook has appeared on the screen multiple times, but if you didn't catch it, it's down below in the description, as well as my email. So that's pretty much it, guys. Before we wrap this up, though, one thing I want to tell you. You usually get about 50, I think about 55 to 65 messages before you get that verification thing that you got to type in and to make sure you're not a bot. So be aware of that, and that's pretty much it. So what you want to do is, when you're done collecting your IDs, say if you collected about 200 and you're only able to send about 65 messages at a time, what we do is we don't just close out the blaster, we save our IDs, guys. It's very important, so that the next time we open our blasters, we don't have to collect IDs again. We can go straight from the home page to Messenger and just import the IDs that we already have saved. Real simple, guys. This is Rico. I'm out. Dream Chaser.